Oh shit. They need the brothers from Supernatural to help them on this one. This is a motherfucker. Anyway, that girl, what's her name? Love Pond? She ain't got no fucking love in her. She ain't got love for nobody. This bitch said, "Oh, what's his name? Yotson or whatever. He must have been killed by Jack. So that means we must kill him. And anybody that doesn't want to kill him needs to die too. Something's wrong with that bitch. She crazy. She wants to execute everybody. But anyway, some of the people they said that they don't think that that Mitsumune even seen Yutsen. He might have not been out there. That he might have just been seeing stuff. After seeing the episode, that could be true. But what you call that dude? What's that guy named? Volcano or whatever. He just wants to look no matter what because he wants to be a fucking superhero and whatnot. Anyway, everybody says, yo, we need to go ahead and turn it in before somebody else gets killed. And then everybody, like, it's like a little debate going on, maybe. But what if Yutsen gets killed? And then they hear some bullshit out there. That bullshit is still out there. Whatever it is, Bigfoot, fucking Jason Voorhees, Freddy Krueger, something is out there. They heard it. It's some loud ass noise happened. And they said, you know what, Leah, let's go in. Let's go in for the night. Let's turn in. So they all went back in and started discussing the shit. Anyway, Mikage, he got the right idea. He said, let's get the fuck out of here. Let's get the fuck out of here. Period. Let's get the fuck out of here. So anyway, he wants to be out of there fast as fucking possible. Don't give a fuck about nothing. He said, yo, it's dangerous here. Let's get the fuck out of here. Then the one girl said, it could be more dangerous out there. And he says, well, if we make it out, it won't be as dangerous. But if we stay in here, we damn sure won't be too safe. That shit started. I was with them. I was with Mikage. I said, yo, let's get the fuck out of here. Anyway, he had a little talk with Mikage. He had a talk with what's my man name? Volcano, right? He was telling him this might have not been some type of creature that killed Yutsen or whatever. It could have been somebody from the camp. He's got a real good point. He said they could be a psycho. He said, why would they want to kill everybody? Because the motherfuckers are psycho and they like killing people. That's why. But it doesn't make sense. It doesn't have to make sense. It makes sense to the psycho. And they get into an argument. Volcano, that motherfucker just got heat for everybody. He's just pissed just because what happened to him before he left. And he's bringing that bullshit. They're supposed to be starting a new life. But all that shit from the old life, they're bringing all that bullshit back. That's what's going on. So, yeah, he had his little talk and they got out of there. Anyway, the group, they split up into two. One of the groups were the smart ones and they tried to run. They said, we're going to run off on the plug. We got to run off right now. The dumb motherfuckers, which one of them is Mitsumune, who wants to get killed because he told Speed Star, he said, yo, I'm going to stay here in the village. That's what he told him. He's a dumb motherfucker. The dumb motherfucker stayed in the village. I know what you're saying, but it's safer in the village. So, once you make it out of them woods, it ain't as safe. If you safe once you make it out the damn woods, fuck that. That's a dumb move to stay in the village. What you gonna do in the village? People, it's not safe in the village, obviously, because the people in the village came up missing. So, if you stay in the village, basically you're under siege. Because at some point in time, that bullshit is going to make it into the village. That's going to happen. Now, if you go out there, you can get killed, yes. But if you make it out, you're safe. You're safe for life. All that dumb shit they were dealing with back in whatever, Tokyo, wherever they're from, Hiroshima, whatever, all those places that they're from, they'll deal with it. Once they go back, they'll say, like the guy who got who was what's his name, Volcano, he'll go right back to that corporation and they'll say, we're gonna screw you over. He's like, hey, ain't shit you can do to me that hasn't been done yet. He'll say it's better that than getting caught up in that damn village. He would be happy. He would be getting screwed with no Vaseline and be happy. People will go back to Japan and be like, oh man, I'm an outcast. So I'm alive. He said, I'm alive. Fuck being an outcast. That means shit. That's nothing to him. But anyway, the smart ones, they made it out and they tried to make it towards the bus. They did. They made it to the bus. But they couldn't push the bus. It wouldn't budge. You're supposed to take your jacket and throw it under the wheel so it can get some traction. I wouldn't take my jacket because I need my jacket. But yeah, they couldn't make the bus move, so they had to go on foot. In my mind, I would have said, let's stay in the bus for the night. Just for the night. And then in the daytime, we'll start over and keep fucking moving. Because that bullshit, they heard the bullshit again. It's out there in the woods somewhere. At least with the bus, you could kind of lock the bus down. And the funny thing is, they got two people protecting them. The crazy psycho bitch with the guns and the other dude who basically like a friend. He's basically the same as her. But they're fucking BB guns. It's better to have BB guns, though, than nothing. BBs will hurt you. Don't think that shit can't go through your skin. It can. If you spray that shit and it hits their eyes and what, it's gonna fuck them up. You could kill somebody with a BB gun. You put enough shots on them. Like that fucking song. Was it Trap Nigga? What was it? Trap Nigga? What's the song called? I think it's called Trap Nigga or something like. But what's it called? What's this? Shmoney Dance, whatever. When they say put some shots on them, you put enough shots on them. I don't care if it's a fucking BB gun, a fucking cap gun. No, I'm playing cap gun. Ain't gonna do shit. If it's a BB gun, you put enough shots on them. Fucking paintball gun, you put enough shots on them, it's gonna hurt that motherfucker. Trust me. It might do more than that. But anyway, they wanted to make it out on foot because they just wanted to get the fuck out of there. They wanted to get out of there as fast as possible. They started walking. So anyway, the smart group is walking, but that bullshit keep getting closer. Like they keep hearing it get even closer. It started raining on them. They walking in mud. I think it was animal shit they were walking in. And it just got ridiculous. They were wet. Motherfucker was sick. Then one dude got typhus or whatever that shit is called. Somebody got hepatitis B. Just walking through all that rain and shit. I think somebody got the flu. Somebody got the cold. It was just miserable. But they kept hearing shit getting closer, so they had to keep moving at that point. They did something smart. They was marking their way, marking the trees, and they were following the map, had a compass, everything. So it looked like they would, make it out. Back at the camp, the people just started walking around and moving around as if everything was normal. Like, let's start a new life. Grab some potatoes, dig some tomatoes, shotgun, He said, grab some potatoes. We're going to start cooking breakfast. That's basically what they're going to be eating forever from now on. Just potatoes and some fucking carrots. But yeah, so they're doing the exact same. The people back at the village are doing the exact same thing they were doing before. Now, I know the people that left the village are doing worse off right now. But they didn't know that. How would they know? They didn't know. They made the smart choice. Tank came out wrong, but they made the smart choice. But anyway, the bullshit got closer, right? And what's my man name? Judgeness. That motherfucker seen Jack. Jack showed back up. He said, come out, pussy. Judgeness ran off, almost killed his damn self. He rolled down a hill. Now, after that, they started running in another direction. Everybody was just running. They splitting off, all kinds of stuff, just scared. And they almost run off a cliff. I didn't see Judgeness. Did Judgeness get knocked off? Maybe. But I don't give a fuck about Judgeness. That dude's a piece of shit anyway. But anyway, after that, they get to a point. They get to a point where they were running in circles, and then they find this one part of this the area that they never seen before. They said, wait, hold on, this isn't even on the map. They got to put that new place on the map, which means they got to drop a mixtape. When you drop a mixtape, wherever city you from, you putting your city on the map. So that little cliff, you got to drop a mixtape for the cliff. You can put the cliff on the map. But anyway, they noticed that there was a train track. There was some train tracks there, like a bridge or whatever. They said if we follow that bridge, ain't no way we're gonna not make it out. That's a good idea. Here's my what am I trying to say? What's the word? I would be hesitant about taking the bridge, not for fear of falling off, because it's enough room. You know, I would be scared of strong wind, but it's enough room. The point is, you don't know where those tracks lead. You get what I'm saying? Not saying that you're going to run into a monster or anything like that. Let's be realistic. There's no monsters. We speaking straight logical. There's no monsters. There's nothing, right? But that those tracks might not be the best route for walking back to society, because the tracks might take you out in the middle of nowhere before you make it back to society. The tracks eventually going to lead back to somewhere, but it might not. It might be a week or 2 weeks walk on the tracks. We don't know that. Those tracks might be long as shit. We might starve to death before we make it back. So that's what I would be apprehensive about. Not the fact that the tracks got to lead somewhere. If the tracks are real, it's got to lead somewhere. It's not going to lead nowhere. And it's going to lead someplace where people are. It's got to, because the people put the tracks down. It's going into a major city somewhere. But I don't know how long it's going to take on the tracks. I don't know. Now, anyway, some supernatural shit is going on, and some supernatural shit is out there to get them. Back at the village, the old head bus driver seen some little girl. He chased her, and she disappeared. She went behind a tree, didn't come out the other end. That's like if you eat something and you don't shit. Something's not right. Anyway, we cut back to the other people. They got on the train tracks, which made sense because they're desperate. They gotta make some type of move. If they follow their tracks from before, they're just gonna keep going in circles. So they took the tracks. So at that point in time, I would be apprehensive about it, but you pretty much have to take the tracks unless you're going back to the village. They get to a tunnel. I was scared as shit. Be like, yo, we ain't going in this goddamn tunnel. They go into the tunnel. They have no choice. Inside the tunnel, they see something that scares the shit out of them. They come running out. The hoes are screaming, oh my God, oh my God. They're screaming. The hoes are screaming. So the dude asks them, what happened? They said there's a giant Mitsumune in there, right? Now, did y'all notice a pattern? I did. At the end, the bus driver said, oh, I saw a little girl and she's my granddaughter. She died 10 years ago. And he's seen her. So that's the end of the episode. This episode was good. I'm going to give it a 5 out of 5. I mean, the setup is just great. They got straight to the supernatural, so now we know what we're dealing with. We're not dealing with some like weird old monster or whatever, which that could have been good too. But I pretty much figured that there was going to be no way for them to leave that village. And now we got our answer. They're hallucinating. Think about it. The bus driver seen his granddaughter. Here's the pattern. Judgeness seen Jack. He was scared of Jack because Jack almost killed him. The girl, remember them hoes that went into the tunnel? They said they seen a giant Mitsumune. That girl likes him. She's obsessed with him. She's seen him. So they're seeing what they want to see, or they're seeing what they're scared of. Each person is only seeing some part of their imagination. So they're having some type of hallucination. It's illusions. It's not really happening. That's what's going on. But I wonder what the fuck is doing it. You know, once they made it over that bridge, I think that was it. Like they were trapped inside the illusion. As soon as they made it over that bridge, it was a wrap for them. There was no going back. That's what it was from that point on. There was no going back. Maybe the people from the village are still there. Maybe they in a different dimension or something. I don't know. But this episode was good. Now we know what we're dealing with, some supernatural shit, which means there's no way to deal with it unless you get the brothers from Supernatural. I'm starting to think Mean doesn't want views. I mean, seriously, who the fuck is going to watch this? Mean's so stubborn. He won't buy Burning Blood, but he's got $50 in Patreon money. I ain't get the $50. It's still on Patreon. I can't even use it. I ain't got nothing. 50 pounds. That's the way you said 50 pounds. 50 pounds is not the same as $50. 50 pounds is more than $50. 50 pounds is like the equivalent of $70 or something like that. Pounds are worth more. So our $50 is less than what you think. I just want to let you know that. But anyway, go ahead and leave your comments, like the video, and subscribe, because I can't eat. I'm broke, nigga. I'm broke. And you got the power to change that. But I'm going to trust me, I'm going to get right. But it's just not as easy as you think. Shoot, I ain't got bread like that. I gotta get some money first. And on top of that, somebody said there's free games on PSN. I'm gonna see if I can start doing that type of stuff. But it's just not enough time in the day. But I'm gonna come up with something. Trust me. We not gonna just give up. Trust me.